I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Wide 80. 54 Mike. Check and reload. 54. Cover.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes this one to Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's good. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense stuck them on their heels.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Alabama.
50 seconds to life.
Watch the slant.
50 seconds to life.
Brady going to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And able to get get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, it's Brady. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 8.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Strip that ball. 57 is Mike. Mike 57.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Operating from the gun, Brady. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
1st and goal at the 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Jets 7, Colts nothing.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick.
And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The tackle made by Bobby.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second down now. It's Hines. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Brady. Looking for Campbell downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 78 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get there. Let's go, boys, bring it up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Brady. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Rock 57. I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Geis. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Go! 180! 58, right there. Hey, 18. Check 24.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Trubisky. Got a man. It's Mims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Brady's throw there complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
10 more yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 11-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple, Brady. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down, Trubisky. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
First down, New York.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
First down, New York.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with Hines. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Back at the 17-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Trubisky will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady now on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Chugger! 51 to Mike. Hey, they're scared.
Now Brady again. Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29,
they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The Jets, first down.
On first down, it's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 2, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Brady to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 more yards.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, 29, Alpha, come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Ozzy. All that, baby, all that. Go Bandit.
To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's got Burton here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
But it's
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Trubisky to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing now is Trubisky, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got a... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. They'll run on first down. Mack, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
What can Brady do now with his drive? And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
New York.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down, it's Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Leonard on the tackle.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Third down.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
For the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Jets, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
winning, I'm holding on.